To discuss is former state attorney for Palm Beach County, Florida, Dave Aronberg. Thanks for joining us. Obviously, a very huge story for us here to follow. With prosecutors presenting evidence for a trial, I mean, what do you expect to learn this week? And, I mean, do they seem to have everything they need to ensure a trial at this point? I mean, it's pretty early, isn't it?
Yes, Laura, it's a really low bar to cross, and they've got it. I mean, they've got the goods against this guy. I mean, he pretty much has a confession. All those text messages he wrote, he had extensive planning, although he didn't seem to have a getaway plan afterwards. He seemed to be a little confused after he killed Charlie Kirk as to what to do, and eventually he drove home, and then he turned himself in at the urging of his father. But no, they've got this guy dead to rights. The big question for me is, why didn't the federal government come in and go first? I saw the report just now, but the federal government, I do think, still has jurisdiction here. After all, they went after Luigi Mangione, right? So they had jurisdiction there. So why couldn't they go after here? I think the answer is probably because you have a Republican governor in Utah who probably asked the Trump administration to stand down for now because the state wanted to do this, as opposed to in New York, where you have Aronberg and you have Democrats in charge, and the feds came in and said, no, we're doing this with or without you.
That's so interesting, and thank you for bringing that up with Luigi Mangione, because another one we're watching closely. Also, you know, this is also new. It's also fresh. Charlie Kirk's wife and widow, Erica, gave a moving speech at his memorial last weekend. I want to play you what she had to say about the person who allegedly killed her husband.
He wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. I forgive him. I forgive him because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do. The answer to hate is not hate.
We just wanted to replay that for you because it was such a powerful moment. And again, just only a week ago, I wanted to get your take on what she had to say.
So moving. Erica Kirk is an amazing person. I don't know if I could have done that. It's very hard to forgive someone who just ended the life of someone you love so much, a father of your children, and did so casually. I mean, you see his motivation was just, you know, he was this bored incel who was playing video games all the time, a loser who then just decided he didn't like Charlie Kirk, had some hate in him, and you know, just like in his video games where he shoots people and there are no consequences because they're not real people who die, he just took that same mindset and killed someone who meant so much to so many people. So I think she's an amazing person for her comments, and I do think justice will be done in this case. I do think he'll be convicted in Utah. I'm not sure if he's going to get the death penalty in Utah because it's harder to get the death penalty in Utah based on the statutes than at the federal level.
Yeah, one of the things that we're waiting for, listen, tomorrow, like you said, it's a relatively low bar. It's, you know, he's not going to be in court. He'll be appearing virtually. But in court, do you think that we're going to learn, you know, takeaways leading up to the assassination to prevent something like this from happening in the future? Of course, we want more details about how the planning went down. I mean, there's the text messages that you talked about, but what more could we learn? I mean, because so many people now are thinking, I mean, look, if you're going to have any kind of a speech in an open forum, you've got to have people on roofs everywhere, right?
Yeah, and there are a lot of conspiracy theories still out there. People are just nuts about this kind of stuff where it doesn't matter what the evidence shows, they'll just create some crazy theory. I talked to a friend yesterday who still doesn't believe it's just a single shooter, but that's where the evidence is, and that's what they're going to show tomorrow at the hearing. The thing is that they don't have to show all their cards, and why should they? Because all they need to do is to show there's probable cause to keep him behind bars. It's a very low burden. So they may just reiterate what we already know that's out there in the public, which is enough, in my mind, to even convict him beyond a reasonable doubt.
Hey.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.